You know the feeling I'm talking about, right? The direct credit finally lands. No more asking your parents for money. You have officially made it. You are independent. You are rich. Or are you?
Let's put a number on it. 50,000 rupees. Wow. It feels like you could buy anything. That new phone, a whole new wardrobe, treating all your friends. The possibilities feel absolutely endless, don't they? So, you've lived the dream for a few weeks. You treated your friends, you upgraded your life a bit. But then, the 25th of the month rolls around. You get up the courage to check your bank balance, you hold your breath, you open the app, and you see this.
432 rupees. How? Seriously, where did it all go? You were rich just a few weeks ago, and now you're just desperately waiting for your next salary. Look, this isn't just bad luck. It's a classic financial trap. And to really understand it, we need to talk about someone named Priya.
So, meet Priya. Her story is basically a perfect masterclass in what not to do with your first paycheck. And let's be super honest here, we've all been a little bit like Priya at some point. This is Priya on payday. She is absolutely buzzing. She's just landed her first real job, and that feeling of financial freedom, oh, it's everything. The power to just buy what she wants, whenever she wants. It's intoxicating.
But that power, it's a real double-edged sword. Priya is about to give us a step-by-step masterclass on how to go completely broke while looking super rich. You know, how to thrive on Instagram while your bank account is practically screaming for help.
And here we go. Day one. Look at that. Priya's full salary. A beautiful, untouched block of green. All that potential. All that promise. But the leaks, they're about to begin. And it almost always starts with those three dangerous little words, I deserve this. For Priya, it's a massive Zara haul. The justification? Oh, I need better clothes for the office. A few shopping bags later, the first big chunk has just vanished. And boom, just like that, a quarter of her salary is gone. One shopping trip, one treat yourself moment. Look how quickly a single decision can make such a massive dent. Next up, the small habits start to creep in. Suddenly, the metro just feels like way too much work. It's just so crowded, she tells herself. So she starts taking an Uber every single day. I mean, it's only a few hundred rupees, right? What's the harm?
Well, the harm is this. Those small daily Ubers, they add up incredibly fast. Another huge chunk of her salary is gone, spent on nothing but a little bit of convenience. And just like that, she's down to half her income.
And here comes the final blow. After a long day at work, I mean, who really wants to cook? So out comes the phone, Swiggy, Zomato. It's just way too easy. I'm too tired, she says. I'll cook tomorrow. Yeah, we all know how that story goes. And here is the result. That beautiful green bar of potential is now just a sea of red. A few small, totally justifiable daily decisions, and her entire salary is gone. This is the rich-broke paradox. You're earning more than ever before, but you're feeling broker than ever.
So, what happened to Priya wasn't just some bad luck or a few bad decisions. It was a very specific financial enemy that attacks almost everyone who gets a pay raise. It is time to name this villain. It's called lifestyle inflation, and it's this sneaky tendency for your expenses to magically rise to meet whatever your income is. You earn more, so you subconsciously just find more ways to spend. It's the invisible enemy that keeps you running on a financial treadmill, getting nowhere.
Now here's how it tricks your brain. It completely blurs the line between a want and a need. You need to pay your rent. You want a fancy 300 rupee coffee. But when the money is sitting in your account, your brain starts to convince you that you need that coffee just to get through the day. And here's the brutal, honest truth. With lifestyle inflation, your savings rate stays at zero. You're getting promotions, you're earning more money, but you're not building any actual wealth. You're just working harder to pay for a more expensive version of the same treadmill. But there is a way to escape this trap. A simple, really powerful rule that will protect you from Priya's fate. Now, it's not complicated, but it does require one thing, a little bit of discipline. This is your escape plan. It's called the rule of halves, and it is incredibly simple. The moment your salary hits your account, and I mean the second it arrives, you immediately move half of it. Not tomorrow, not next week, right then. Put it in a completely separate savings or investment account. Basically, you pay your future self first. Then, and only then, you live off what's left.
This rule applies to every single raise you'll ever get, too. When your income goes up, you don't just upgrade your entire life. Nope, you only upgrade it with half of that new money. The other half, it isn't yours to spend. It belongs to future you. It's for your goals, your freedom, your peace of mind. Okay, if you forget everything else from this explainer, please remember this one golden rule. It's a single question you can ask yourself before any big purchase, and it will save you from that lifestyle inflation trap every single time. Burn this into your brain. If you can't buy it twice in cash, you can't afford it. So you're eyeing that new iPhone, just ask yourself, can I buy 2 of them right now with cash without taking a loan? If the answer is no, you can't afford one. It is the simplest and most powerful filter for all of your spending. So that's it. You now have the tools to survive not just your first paycheck, but every single paycheck after that. The only question left is, what are you going to do? When that next salary notification hits, what is the first smart move you are going to make? Think about it.